Bellows stopped by Feenstra. The puck knocked down by Broughton. Here's a chance for Bellows. A pass in front to Payne. He can't get a good shot away. Loose puck. And here's Lysiak. Minnesota won 4. Chicago won 3 all here. And one game was a tie. The only win here for Minnesota was by a 2-1 score. And they beat Murray Bannerman in that one. To clear it, gets it to Ciccarelli, and he breaks out over his own blue line. Dino Ciccarelli. And the crowd loves that move by Greg Fox. On fiery Dino Ciccarelli.
And to the crowd's delight, an excellent play by Greg Fox, who had an excellent series against St. Louis, standing up on the blue line and throwing his weight around.
Each club with that ability to get the puck out of their own zone, but there's only one, Dennis Savard. Only one of them. No penalty. Nothing doing. Wally Harris some nights will play it like he's without a whistle. Maxwell off the glass, loses the puck, too well covered. Maxwell and Preston going at it, and they're going to really go at it now. Elbows came high between Brad Maxwell of the Stars and the Hawks' Rich Preston, who has found himself, by virtue of his aggressive digging in the corners in recent games, in more than one fray. Boy, he is aggressive. He is, I guess, best described as a workman in the corner. 5-minute fighting penalties. This is how it begins.
Preston gets up there with an elbow and a glove into Maxwell's face. Maxwell retaliates. Play continues on. Maxwell and Preston go at each other.
The glass, Malage stops it behind the Minnesota net. Here's Ludzik in front for Higgins. He turns, shoots, the save. And a good one by Malage. Sargent mashing Fraser to the ice in front. Higgins to Fraser, trying to stuff in a backhand shot. Malage the save. Buzz trying to get the Hawks fired up. Look at Higgins. Barreling on. Amazing. Higgins shoots the save. And the rebound goes wide. Unbelievable rush, a solo effort by Higgins. 7 goals in 8 games against the North Stars. Here's Larmer for Wilson. He hits the crossbar. Boy, that was like cocktail hour. You could hear it up here, the clink of the glass. It sounded like a wine glass to another wine glass. And oh, what a sound it was.
Larmer drops it perfectly to Wilson. He steps into it perfectly, gets everything behind it. That thing's traveling at 100+ miles an hour and rattled right off the crossbar. You could hear the rattle right up here.
Both with 2 power play opportunities tonight. Payne ready to come back on. Murray with a puck. North Stars again at full strength. Wilson shoots. A save, but they score. The Blackhawks score. Malage couldn't hold the shot by Wilson. 1-0 Blackhawks.
Blackhawks get a break there. Wally Harris could have easily blown the whistle. The shot. Here's the play. Bob Murray, heads up play. Over to Wilson. He shoots it. The save by Malage. Now count the seconds. He doesn't know where it is. No one knows where it is except Ludzik. He puts it in. Wally Harris could have easily blown the whistle and blown that play dead. But Wally Harris oftentimes is reluctant to blow that whistle, and that's a big plus there. Ludzik scoring after Malage lost sight of it.
Steve Ludzik. 12 back to Roberts, Minnesota. With the puck on the rush. Off Ciccarelli. He'll dig after it. Puts his arm around the neck of Fox. Fox gets back. Gardner, a pass for Patterson. Too far. Roberts keeps it in. Centering Ciccarelli, and McCarthy scores. Tom McCarthy, as the Blackhawks have a bit of a letdown around their own net. And the Stars come right back to tie it at 1.
Murray Bannerman getting caught out of the net, in behind the net. Right here. The pass out front from Ciccarelli, a one-handed pass to McCarthy. Everyone paying attention to Ciccarelli. Fox and Crossman both. Bannerman's out of the net. Uh-oh, what do I do now? As McCarthy has the whole empty net.
Minnesota goal scored by number 11, Tom McCarthy. Assisted by number 20, Dino Ciccarelli. And number 10, Gordy Roberts at 8:31.
And back to Lysiak. Bouncing puck to Wilson. In the slot to Crossman. He fans Higgins in front with Lysiak. Neither one can get the good shot away. 1, North Stars 1. Crossman plays the puck behind the net. Fox hits Flett. Gardner can't clear. Maxwell walks right into Smith. He shoots and scores the 5th playoff goal this season for Bobby Smith in his 5th NHL season. And the power play goal gives Minnesota a 2-1 lead.
There it is, a failure. Gardner had a chance at all kinds of time to get it out. He shot it. It deflected off a North Star defenseman. The puck comes out to Bobby Smith and deflects off Murray Bannerman into the net for a 2-1 lead. And the North Star's first power play goal of the contest and 6th of the playoffs. Bobby Smith gets the wrist shot away. Bannerman had a chance, but it deflects off his shoulder and into the net.
Scored by number 15, Bobby Smith.
Here it's 2-1 Minnesota. Still 23.5 minutes of hockey in regulation time. Bannerman has to be quick on the Al McAdams shot. Broughton plays the puck back to his own goaltender, Malott. Now Gordy Roberts. Being forechecked. Lysiak intercepts. Preston in front. Out to Crossman. The shot. He scores. Yes, sir. The Blackhawks tie it at 2. And they did it with some sparkling forechecking.
The line of Ludzik and Fraser and Higgins started it all off. They weren't on the ice at the time of the goal. They changed after forechecking. And a great play by Tom Lysiak. Comes out, hesitates, sees Crossman come in. Crossman lets the wrist shot go through the backs of Preston's legs. Malash, no chance. Good heads-up play by Lysiak. Everyone expecting him to pass in the front.
1 minute
Over to
to play in the
Crossman, the
period.
wrist shot beats Malash. He had no chance. He didn't see it till it hit the net.
Has to, and Lysiak intercepts. Clears out to Sutter, quickly to Doug Wilson with Preston. Doug Wilson around Belichick, the youngster. Wilson behind the net, comes in front, and Malash was ready, thinking ahead to close the door.
Saved by Gilles Malash. Dougie Wilson coming around the net, trying to stuff it on the short side, but Malash one step ahead of Wilson, knew exactly what he was going to try and do. Islanders bidding for their 4th successive Stanley Cup. There it is right there, Stanley Cup, 4th division heading to Lipsville.
Has his stick broken as he jams into McAdam with a shot. Less than 12 to go, regulation time, 3-on-2. Willie Plett, pad save Bannerman. The play, sends the pass to Lysiak. Stick handling, trying to get around Roberts, he can't, and goes down. 4-on-2, the North Stars to center ice. Bellows, the shot, and the save by Bannerman. And he was just able to box that drive by Brian Bellows.
Who has an aluminum shafted hockey stick, takes a wicked shot, and that puck dropped a bit, almost handcuffing Murray Bannerman. The puck just lay there between his pads.
Lysiak after the puck. Bellows comes up with it. Poke check, but back to Roberts. And a stick save by Bannerman. They picked that one out of a crowd. Here's Darryl Sutter taking around Maxwell, trying to cut in. Look at the play by Gordy Roberts. Sensational play. Then the Wilson shot wide as Sutter was screening Malott. Bellows wrapping up Preston. Lysiak intercepts. Great chance. Shoots. Robbed is Lysiak. Oh, Malott has made some tremendous saves tonight. Pass on the wing to McAdam. Alan McAdam with Willie Plett. Willie Plett walks in, shoots, and just deflected it wide with a glove is Bannerman. Hudson centering for Secord, no go. Roberts, outlet pass to Bobby Smith. He's had a great playoff series, but he's stopped this time by Bannerman. Higgins comes back for the puck. Roberts charges up from the point. Now Doug Wilson with it in his own end. Off the board for Ludzik. He looks for someone and then shoots the puck in. 7 minutes to go. Hawks and the North Stars knotted at 2. Fraser throws his shoulder. Ludzik does the same. Gets the puck to Wilson. The shot deflected. They score! Fraser and Higgins in front. This place going crazy. The Blackhawks take the lead, 3-2.
This line has been their most effective line all night. Credit Fraser for the first hit to jar the puck loose. Ludzik comes in. He takes the puck off Smith with a crunching check. The low shot from Wilson deflects either off Higgins or Fraser. But all the work done on the sideboards by the good hard hitting of Fraser and Ludzik. Malage can't see the puck here. Higgins and Fraser both. The puck deflected by Malage. You see the glove go up in desperation.
By number 8, Kurt Fraser. Assisted by number 24, Doug Wilson. And number 29, Steve Ludzik at 13:06.
Afternoon, same two teams, little rest. The shot. Hartford's effort goes just wide. Smith rounding Sutter. Behind the net, Smith intercepts. Loose puck. Cicerelli away from Sutter. He's got McCarthy, and Hartford, whose shot goes wide. Smith, poke check by Bob Murray. Loose puck. Lysiak gets it. Last half of this third period has been all Chicago. They've produced when it has really mattered. Savard to Secor. The Hawks can do no wrong. Savard shoots and scores! Make it 4-2! And the celebration really hits stride here at Chicago Stadium. Wow, what a finish tonight.
This line not having one of its best nights. Really an outstanding job done by Ferguson and the lights. The North Stars really shutting down this potent line, but it couldn't have come at a better time. It takes 60 minutes to stop them. You can't let up for a minute. A great play by Secord on his off wing. He stopped. He waited. There he is. He comes in. He feeds Savard. Savard doesn't shoot it hard, but he shoots it quickly, and it goes right through Malash's legs.
Assisted by number 20, Al Secor, and number 2, Greg Fox at 17:41.
For this period as they have at any time this season. Higgins from Lysiak. Play is stopped. Higgins is all right. The same cannot be said for the Minnesota
wing. Right here, tries to flip it. He goes high. His knee, I think, catches Kurt Giles' left shoulder, and Giles is down for the count. Higgins landing on all fours, picks himself up and goes straight to the players' bench as we see a concerned Bobby Smith.
Higgins tonight with about 4 of those mad dashes, kind of reminiscent of the entertainer Eddie Shack used to be like, got a knee going one way and elbow the other, and
awfully
sends it just wide. Off the glass, Cicerelli centers. Lysiak takes it just before McCarthy had an opening. Open net, Wilson with Ludzik. The shot, Wilson scores, and that'll do it. Make no mistake now, this is a night for a Blackhawk victory.
Tom Lysiak again with a good heads-up play. A rookie or an inexperienced player might have tried to flip that puck out and maybe ice it and try to get it. He saw Doug Wilson come up, made the quick alert pass, and Ludzik was with him, but Wilson, instead of passing, made sure and buried it to give him a sure victory. Wilson having a very strong night.
Scored by number
a goal
24,
and 2 assists.
Doug
3
Wilson.
points out of the possible 5 goals.
Brad Maxwell. Cicerelli. And that'll do it. Exuberant Murray Bannerman. He has been outstanding again in the playoffs. The crowd loving every minute of it. The opening game of the Norris Division Finals.